Welcome back. It's time for theories once again as we go through floor 4 here. So, let's see about changing up the party actually. Let's bring in Aaron and Ferry. And swap you out and bring in Rosette as well. Obviously, we want Celise around for obvious reasons. So, let's pass over to, assuming, ooh, there's quite a few hexagons this time, isn't there? Oh my. Yeah, pass over to future me.
Time to rise and grind.
Indeed. Right, over to you, future me. Enjoy the theory time. Oh, thank you. Past me. So, these ideas that I have basically been built off of Tales from Scotland's comments over on Discord. They had some thoughts about my theories and added their own theories as to what's going on in this series as well. But that's caused me to think about things slightly differently. And basically, I've come to a thought of how are the Genesis devices activating? What are they waiting for? If they're somehow a part of a plan to essentially stop the time reset or control it somehow, then how are they becoming active? Why are they active now? We've had all the things going on previously in Daybreak. Why is that happening now? So I thought to myself, hold on. Maybe there's some thought, some logic behind the idea of the world essentially being a simulation of sorts. And I thought, that feels too easy a way out of all this, where it's like, oh, it's a simulation. But then, from that logic, I was thinking, maybe the Genesis devices are working on that in some regard. Maybe they're waiting for an integer, part of a program that's just like, if a number reaches this level, now you activate, now you're ready. So say the time loop idea is going to happen when the integer reaches 1000. The Genesis devices activate when the integer reaches 995. So it's a sort of number in the background of the world that it's reacting to. It's like you've reached a certain point, therefore it activates in time, ready for whatever is about to come. Because why would the Genesis devices not have activated sooner? What are they waiting for? It has to be reacting to something. So the idea that there's just something in the background that's there, that's part of the world, could be a thing. But that spurred on my thoughts in my head further into the idea of what actually is the world if in that case? Like if there is some number element and it's reacting to this idea of an integer and all that kind of thing, it's a computer program. It doesn't feel like it's just going to be a simple computer program. I'm thinking, based on what we've had previously, the world itself is a sim. It is one giant big sim. We've seen other sims like the Reen in Reverie. I can't remember how to say the word. Simulacrum. That's why I say sim. But the entire thing is a sim in itself. As to why, I don't know beyond that. But that's my thoughts at that point. And something that actually genuinely leads me to think that is the name of this game has a subheading, doesn't it? Not in English, I don't think, but it's Crimson SiN. But it's not Crimson SiN. It's not just SiN. It's capital S, small I, capital N. So my mind is thinking, how does that fit into things? How does that work? It's sim number. Like it could be simulation number or simulacrum number. It's the sim number. And the sim number is the time loop number, is what I'm thinking. So I was saying before, it's like maybe it was time loop. What was I going with before? Like time loop 500 and time loop 501 or something like that. So we could be on sim number 500. And the next sim number will be 501. But what that means with this story is like, what is Crimson SiN? So if it's Crimson sim number, I'm thinking Crimson is a designation to a previous loop. Like something that happened previously. One of the loops has been designated as being Crimson.
Stop me, though.
So what I'm thinking is where all these Or maybe, that's just a random thought, like maybe the death ends are what originally happened on the Crimson time loop. And this is a different loop. We're like breaking out of the Crimson sim number. We're breaking out of the Crimson time loop. Maybe? Maybe. But that's where I'm at with that. They're mainly just thoughts floating around in my head just so we have an idea of where we're going forward from here with theories, what I'm thinking, catching you up, essentially. But other thoughts randomly had... These were mainly on Discord as well. So again, this is sort of like a catch-up theory moment. Like where my thoughts are and where I can think it could go going forward, you know. And that's the idea of, okay, the space program's a big factor in this. We know they're heading for space.
That one looks tough.
There's something going up there. We know there's a firmament. Why is there a firmament? It could be that the firmament isn't necessarily trapping people in. It's to just hide something that's up there, like a space station. And I'm thinking maybe that's where the Septarian of Time is. And maybe that's the whole thing overseeing everything.
Get your ass in gear.
And that could be what Adios is. It's actually just a space station in orbit. Assuming there is an orbit. You know how this works. So yeah, it could be simply the space station called Adios. Could be that simple. The goddess of the sky and all that. Other thoughts I've had over on Discord I want to bring here. Very much the idea of how does this potential idea of the time loop function? Is it a localized space? Maybe only Zumeria is stuck in the time loop, and that's what the firmament is, the barrier of where the time loop happens, and the beyond isn't affected by the time loop. That's what I'm thinking there. So I think in terms of everything that I want to catch you up with, I think that's it. That's where my thoughts are at the moment. Of course, please do share your thoughts on those ideas down below. They're not a concrete theory or anything, but the SiN thing, I think I'm onto something out of everything. Yeah. So anyway, back over to past me. Who's going to do the boss? Well, thank you, future me there. That was very quick to get through all of that. I expected it to last a little bit longer. Hopefully, future me doesn't have, you know, struggles with getting everything said in the amount of time that I've made available. We'll find out though, won't we? I may have slowed down the footage to try and make it fit. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? I mean, you'll know because you've already seen it, but for me, it's like, that hasn't happened yet, you know. Time travel! Editing, one of the two. Time travel! Begin investigating the area and let's get the boss sorted. Are we good on everything? Yeah, we're reasonably fine. Oh, hello. Take the Grendel.
Let's rip this guy to shreds.
It's a broken rider.
Some elements look effective.
Time to go all out.
Let's boost, because we see what's coming up with Fairy there, so... the cast is after, so... Can we get it back to... No.
Get ready to die.
Let's calm down. Mystic Vision Clone?
Activating Mystic Vision. Perfect chance.
Ah, the Majima Special.
A boost would work here.
It would, wouldn't it? It would, yes.
Let's party.
Flames, give us strength.
Dump.
You'll be sorry for that.
Just want to see how the clone works. You know, it's intriguing to me.
Blazing flash! Balls in your court.
Like the clone is next, but it's like, do I get to use all the skills that she normally has available?
Boost level maximum.
I suggest we strike now. Follow my
Activate
lead.
skill.
For flames. Repent, assholes! Huh? There!
Oh no. No control over that. Okay. Good to know though. Good to know.
Gotcha! Reset!
Activating skill.
No! Gotcha! Here I go!
Activating skill.
Watch closely! Accelerate! It's over! Radiant Seeker!
Boost gauge limiter.
I was wondering whether or not the clone would interplay with that,
Time to
but
turn up the heat.
no.
Activating skill.
Etch this sight in your mind, cause it's the last you'll ever see! Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness! Fiamma Midgard!
Interesting though. Very interesting. Like we could use that in several different ways. She didn't have that in Daybreak 1, did she?
Nothing to it.
Yeah, nothing to it. 6 SP and 100 Marduk points as a reward. Okay. So, let's go over to
Welcome.
Marduk support.
I thought all
See
your
if we can
support
actually get
needs
that.
covered.
Yeah, there we go. Because we did get the points for that. Is there any other activities we need to do here, like the hackings, just there? Again, with that, it's just like, huh. That was it? Yeah, I suppose we got the achievement-y thing. But
You want to play a
pretty much
different
it.
song? Alrighty then.
Let's see. We did get new ones, didn't we? We could just set it to random. That could be good. What's the
Take
new
your
ones
time,
we got?
Okay.
Where's this one, wasn't it? It's like, Ah, that one. Just interesting. It's just nice to hear some of this music. Anyway, let's get back to what we should be doing. Log out. Shwom. And get on with doing the 4SPG. We'll head towards the 4SPG and pick it up. And pretty much what we're doing over in Messeldom. It's like we just make our way around, but as we make our way around, we'll do the rounds. Yes.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
There we go. So that's why you left in such a hurry, huh? The evidence was undeniable. Had no choice but to make an arrest. You seem a little unconvinced, though. Always were one to err on the side of caution. All citizens are innocent until proven guilty by a court of law. But this might actually put a real damper on Heiwei's influence. Sounds like they're in for a rough time. I understand why you'd be so unsure on how to proceed in this situation. You must have had a stronger sense of justice than most people. The guild may not be making any offenses at the moment, but we're here to help however we can. Definitive evidence of tax evasion, huh? Honestly, nothing substantial has found its way to me yet. But this might actually put a real damper on Heiwei's influence. Sounds like they're in for a rough time. Let's check the shop down here.
For a Monto?
You know, let's have a go at it then. There's a new competitor on the block. A new stand is setting up shop over by the department store. Not like it matters to me. Competition or not, my job remains the same. Smile, chit-chat, and sell some snacks.
So...
What would you like?
A manto.
Please stop by again sometime.
I might do. Depends if we have to do the rounds again. Is this the new shop she was talking about?
No,
The
what's it
vending
say?
machine, I believe it's called. I think I've heard of the vending machine store in real life as well. Yes. Doesn't look like there are any kung fu movies playing right now. Got introduced to the genre last year. Now I'm totally obsessed with it. The settings in Eastern films are so fascinating. Too bad I can't get my kung fu fix. Oh well, I'll just have to settle for that war movie instead. War movie, okay.
Now, what's it say?
There's a 4SPG on the bulletin board. Sibling Showdown. Ah, Xiaoling. After being away in the capital for so long, my brother, Lilian, has finally come home and he's still a gutless coward. Alright. That's why I'd like to take the opportunity to beat some grit into him. Does that sound like something Arkwright Solutions could help with? Alright, jeez.
Right.
Alright, where exactly are we going then? Over there. That's a good way to head down there and get a few of the round bits done there as well, I feel. Doom. Right, down here first. Oh, you and your mum again. I really want to get better at foot racing. That's why I come here to practice sometimes. Mummy used to be real fast when she was little, but now all she does is sleep. Ya's been getting pretty rambunctious lately. It's so cold, but all he wants to do is run around. Maybe I should take a little break. I'm just so sleepy. No. Anyway, it looks like a new stand cropped up recently. Apparently, they're serving Eastern cuisine. Now there's another rival to pull my attention away from pasta. Does Suryan know about this? It'll have a major impact on our future.
So...
Hi there. Want to try something?
Pasta.
Come again.
Do. Yes, of course. We intend to keep an eye on not only the Kowloon Financial Bank, but the Kowloon Group as a whole. It would seem the partnership we made with foreign investors last year has finally borne fruit. Get you on the steps, though, over here. My delivery route takes me through the harbour district, but I've been noticing a lot of unfamiliar faces and boats around there lately. I worry about getting in their way, so I usually try to pass by as quickly as possible. But one of them actually apologized for getting in my way. He was this tall Central Eastern guy. Seemed really nice, actually. Alright, get you first. You know, this might actually make it easier for the guild to take action in Longport. Considering Hayway was actually trying to keep us pinned down, we've had a hard time widening our reach in the area. We should take this opportunity to expand our patrols to the Eastern Quarter. Then we can see for ourselves how things are affecting the citizenry. Right, Charlie. So, you've come, Spriggan. Well, if it isn't the little girlie from the Gecko School. I hear that your big brother's here in Longport. Lilian, right? Thought he was trying to put some space between himself and home. If memory serves, he was working at a department store in Edith. You say you wanted to have a bout with him while he's here. Hasn't it been a while since you've seen each other? This is the only way he'll listen to me. I'll need your help to get it done. That's why I'm challenging him to a bout. Ideally, I'd like to pair with one of you for it. Fight between siblings. May we ask why you would do such a thing? My brother is next in line to take over as the head of the Gecko School. And yet, he's run off to the capital. I'd like to convince him to return home. The Gecko School's dojo, that's over in the 2nd Ward. You don't agree with what he's decided to do, so you want to fight with him? Win, and force him to take on his responsibilities, is that it? If it's that simple, you know. Not exactly a complicated plan. And complicated is kind of our thing, you know? He seems pretty satisfied with his life in Edith. Why not just let him be? I understand the path he's chosen, but we were born to the main house of the Gecko School. As a family with deep roots here in Longport, we have a duty to our heritage. Well, I get all that, but why can't you just fight him one-on-one? Because I want him to take the fight seriously, which I know he won't if it's just me. That's why I'd like to duel him in a pair. If he has to deal with more than one opponent, he'll have no choice but to fight in earnest. Wherever that is. Spriggan, please help me. Go on, want to see where it goes. Oh, it's lore anyway. I'm favouring lore if you haven't gathered at this point. You're like, what, 1 1/4 way into Daybreak? Seeing as we finished the first game. I assume we're about 1/4 of the way in. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. We know you guys pretty well after all. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Probably more like 10% of the way into the game thinking about like what part number this would be. If that. Oh, alright. In that case, I'll pair up with you, Xiaoling. Been a while since I sparred with Lilian. What if he's got any new tricks? That does mean you'll be going up against both Van and your brother, though. That okay with you, B-Rank? What's that supposed to mean, brat? Mr. Wei, did you attend Xiaoling's dojo as a child? Yeah, mostly just went there to play when I was a kid, but Lilian helped train me sometimes too. I was gonna say he brought this up earlier, but she wasn't there. So that actually works. He used to be a real hard ass though. But I think I prefer that over the whole lazy bit he's been pulling lately. And back then, everyone in the dojo wanted to be just like him. Ah, the nostalgia. But now's not the time to be getting sentimental. Let's head over to the dojo.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Oh, we actually get a choice to go there now. What's the achievements? Ah, the enemies. Okay, fair enough. Is there anything we want to do before we head over? Yep, we'll get that one random dot in the middle of nowhere out of the way. Welcome to the Longport Trade Center, or as it's more commonly known, the Great Spire. On the top floor, you'll find the Kowloon Financial Bank. What with the mass media coverage, Fan Lu's arrest. We were quite crowded yesterday, however things have largely settled down. Actually, let's get the outside area done for the rounds. Like, you know, just balance it up with some of the other stuff we're doing. Thought you were talkable, speakable, could be talked to. But no, this whole situation with the Lu family has wounded me on a personal level. I suppose it hits so close to home because I've known them ever since I began working here. I've spoken with them and their leaders so many times. You know, I work for a drug manufacturing company. Last year we approached the Kowloon Financial Bank about financing one of our ideas. They told me they couldn't agree to it at the time, but that they'd like to reconsider it at a later date. That's why I'm back today. Odd as it may sound, I actually might be the one to turn them down this time. Oh. We held an emergency meeting with the Kowloon Financial Bank's management team yesterday. We had already been up all night working. Then this morning, we had to deal with a flood of mass media. I'm bushed. Middle management can be terribly stressful at times. I suppose. Nothing in that shop. We'll get you done, mate. We'll just skip the queue. Very unBritish of me, I know. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. Our Millennium Duck is all the rage. One taste is all it takes. We have you begging for seconds. Never heard of Millennium Duck before. He whipped that up himself or something? Yeah, he set up shop here sometime last week. Looks like he's already pretty popular though. You know, I don't think I've tried duck. I remember correctly that it's never come up out of, I don't object to it. Or anything like that. It's not like, no, I'll never try that. I'll try everything once. And see if I like it. It's like when I tried lobster. Not for me. Tried crab. Not for me. Just, no. Prawns? I like prawns. So it's like, you know, just varies. Anyway, looks like he's already pretty popular though. Yeah, so I'd like to try duck, but I don't want to go out of my way to try duck. I just want it to come around naturally. If I'm at a place and it's got duck, I'll have a go. You know, I might like it. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. Our Millennium Duck is all the rage. One taste is all it takes. We'll have you begging for seconds. Wait, that was pretty much the same as you said before. You're not even a shop, mate. Not even a shop. I'm debating whether or not we go now and just come back, do the shop bit area later. We'll go to the first ward. No, not the first ward. Second ward. That's what we want. And the dojo.
Off we go.
I've not done the shard search over there.
Once more.
Looks like we have updated rounds actually around here. And another 4 SPG. Okay, we got stuff to do then. I have nothing to say in regard to Master's son. Right now, my priority is focusing on my duties. I must polish my abilities for the sake of my family. Okay. Master Tai Long's out at the moment. He said he had to investigate something in relation to a former pupil of his. Oh. By the way, I heard his son's planning to drop by the dojo soon. Don't know why he'd bother, though. Especially after he turned his back on us like that. Right next to the gong, mate. Well, if it isn't Van, you're a ways away from Edith, my friend, indeed. I'm surprised you knew I was... Ah, yes, my little sister. I'm sure this'll be exciting. Brother, I demand we have a duel. Your skills are withered in your self-exile. As your family, it's my duty to beat you back into shape. Well, that's no way to greet your brother Xiaoling. Right on the steps of the dojo, no less. Actually, I'll have you know that I came here of my own volition to renew my sense of purpose. Like I believe that. You're just snooping around because Baba is out. Oof, saw right through me, huh? Oh dear. Sorry about my little sister trying to drag you into this mess, Van. Look, Xiaoling, I'm just a pharmacist now. I've already decided to leave the way of martial arts to you. I mean, he is doing well. His business has been thriving for a while, as we've seen. And he came back here on a whim. Hey, would you guys mind escorting her home? My mind wanted to do EX, like escorting. Like, no. Brother. Stop treating her like a child. She came here to talk to you about something serious. Don't you think you're being rude? She may be your little sister, but she still deserves your respect. You can at least hear what she has to say. I guess you're right. Fairy, thank you. Lilian, I've never given up on my dream of bringing you back to the dojo. So if I win our duel, promise me that my dream will come true. In return, if I lose, I'll resign from my position as a bracer. Whoa. Hey, hold on a second. You would go that far? I see. You're very determined, aren't you, Xiaoling? After all, you even brought this brigand along. Which means you knew I wouldn't go along with this otherwise. I take it you understand my resolve, then. Now let's... However, I cannot accept those terms. I'm assuming you planned on me pairing up with Van. Someone from another school in a battle to decide who succeeds the Gekka. You see where I'm going with this, right? Huh. You have a point. He's got me there. I wonder who would make a good replacement. Not that I plan to help search for one, mind you. My poor old back would simply give out on me. Hey, I thought you were finally taking this seriously. We need a plan. It really didn't sound like you'd be budging anytime soon. Tch, so now we gotta find someone to take Van's place, huh? What a pain in the arse. A martial artist that can not only match Lilian's superior skill, but also a practitioner of the Gekka school. I doubt many fit the bill. He's gotta be someone we know. What about that guy at Lonkai Clinic? I see. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be a good match. Let's go have a talk with him. Okay. I was gonna say, that's it over there. That doesn't make sense. See what he has to say now, though. Ah, Xiaoling, such a tomboy. It makes her a real pain to deal with sometimes. Still, I'm willing to take her on all the same. If you can find me a partner, that is. Okay. Alright, so where do we want to do that? Where do we want to do that? Just wondering if there's an option around here. It doesn't look like there is. So it is a case of we head over to the first ward, right?
Let's be on our
That's
way.
where the clinic is, right? The one that's on the edge? On the north of the map? Right? Yeah, Lonkai Clinic. Ah, we got a blue scene there as well. Well, we'll make the rounds as we go down to Longkai Clinic. Just do... Oh, there was 2 dots in front of us, pretty much. Oh, 3 dots even. Hey, aren't you that guy from... Oh, we did a 4SPG for you in Tharbad. Oh, yes! This is like the one who was stealing food. Yeah, that was me, alright. Glad to see you again. You sure haven't changed, although your team does seem a little different this time. They're helping me do a restock on some of our supplies. Well, I also wanted to show SiN around Langport a bit. This is her first time seeing the world beyond Tharbad. I told you we didn't have to. But I guess these buildings are pretty nice to look at. Feels like we're in some far-off land. You haven't seen nothing yet, kiddo. The food, the drinks, it's like a whole new world. Actually, since we're here, why don't we head on over to the theater? We might even be able to catch a show if we're lucky. That does sound kind of interesting. Wait, no. We came here to help Munir shop for supplies. We can do all our sightseeing after we finish work. Alright, you got it, boss. You're always so dependable, SiN. Damn, looks like she's grown up a little. She was just a smart-mouthed shrimp back when we were in Tharbad. Yeah, it's nice to see she's doing well. It is. You know, I was a little worried when SiN first started working at the bazaar. But now I don't know what we'd do without her. She's practically our biggest asset. She and Basil get along so well too. It's hard not to smile when they're around. That's so nice. So this is Longport, huh? So much more impressive than I had imagined. I'd like to look around some more, but we need to make a few purchases first. Munir is fine, but for a market manager, Basil can be way too easygoing sometimes. Such a pain keeping him on task. SiN seems to be enjoying himself. I said him, herself. I'm glad we decided to bring her along. Anyway, we should hurry and get our business settled so we can take in all the sights. We only do the outside. Oh, sure. Well, I sure wasn't expecting this. And it seems like the cops are too busy with all the Hayway stuff to look into it. I'm kind of worried, honestly. I wonder if they'll be able to get it back. What if that's a 4SPG in the making there? And to think Downey wanted to come earlier, too. Said no because I still had some things to take care of. Wish I had listened to him. Man, if they don't get the car back, I'm gonna have to listen to Downey gripe about it for the rest of my life. What happened? This can't be happening. We drove all the way from Edith for this? I can't. I'm letting them get away with this. What happened? That's gotta be a 4SPG, right? I think you should contact them, Minnow. I'm sure they'll be willing to hear you out. Really, the one thing we can do now is trust and wait. I wonder if anyone will actually respond to that request I posted on the bulletin board. Oh, please let those rumors be true. With Hayway out of commission, there's no one else I can turn to. Oh, sounds like you put up a request for us. Guess I should go check out the bulletin board. Right, so this is definitely a 4SPG. This is probably one of those ones where it'll be a 4SPG at a different time of day. That's the feeling I'm getting there. I happened to be wandering around the first ward yesterday when the police came to search the Liu family's residence. I wanted to let Aaron know as fast as I could, but by the time I got to him, Fan had already been taken into custody. Not like we could have done anything for him. And I'm sure Fan wouldn't have wanted us trying to get in the middle of it either. Yeah, it would have been bad for you. That's all the more reason for us to expose whoever set the Liu family up. You be careful out there too, Aaron. There've been some weird rumors floating around since yesterday. They've got me a little worried. It's like somebody's trying to hurt your reputation or something. Doesn't sound like the big of a deal to me, but I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled. Me and the rest of the guys will keep looking into things on our end. Hopefully we'll find whoever's trying to make the Liu family look bad. I appreciate all your help, Aaron. Just make sure you're careful out there too. Got a bad feeling about those rumors I've been hearing. We'll do the inside for this bit. You wouldn't think it, but Gian has quite the mischievous streak. Last year, when he was pretending to work for us, he would share all kinds of funny stories. I hate to hear that he's suffering right now. Oh. Well, that's business with Young Fu finished. Maybe I'll do a little at sea fishing for the rest of the afternoon. You know, I actually left my grandkids in charge of the shop back in Edith. Wonder if they'll be okay without me. Tend to think of them as adults most days, but I can't help worrying when I'm not there to oversee everything. Aww. I'm worried about Gian. When I heard about his collapse, I almost dropped a whole stack of dishes. Yeah, you want to be careful of that. He would not have been happy with you. Guess all I can really do now is pray for his recovery. Pretty frustrating, if you ask me.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Thank you.
Anything new we can create? No, from the looks of it. Alright. We've been getting more and more visitors mentioning their anxiety over yesterday's events. Honestly, this town was still reeling from last year's incident, and hope that peace will prevail in the coming days. I've heard that praying at this church brings good fortune in business, and considering I've got a lot riding on this upcoming deal. But I saw the arrest Fan Lu for tax evasion yesterday, and now Kowloon Financial Bank stock has hit rock bottom. What if the Heavenly Mother is too busy dealing with all that to help me?
Heavenly Mother, please watch over us.
We sent medical supplies over to Dr. Long Kai's office as soon as we heard the news about Gian. They were able to give him a brief summary of what the likely cause was as well. I'll be praying for his swift recovery. I want to make sure we are done in this area dot-wise. Like, yeah, looks like we are. Okay, let's head on down to the clinic then. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum,
Oh, did you hurt something?
Go in there first. I was only able to administer proper first aid to Gian because you all brought him in so quickly. However, I've done everything I can for him. We can only rely on the hospital to handle the rest.
Very well.
Very well. Door. Ban gave a brief explanation of the situation to Shen Li. I see. I thought I had heard something about Lilian's return. Please, if there's anything you could do to help us. As a bracer and a member of the Gecko School, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel coming to you of all people. Harsh. But if this is the only way to convince my brother, then I have no problem asking a former Zhong Shou for help. Former? Sung Shout? I've heard the price is high for leaving the role of Shong Shao. Gotta be Shong Shao. It's like, just drop the T, I assume. Well, I won't deny it. Look, we have no intention of digging into your past. All we need is a little help. I'm assuming you know Li Lian. Yeah, I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to go to the dojo together. There's lots of Gecko practitioners in Heiwei's ranks. I've never stopped training, but not because I want to keep up with my Zhongsho days. No. I keep training because I'm committed to never performing acts of violence ever again. I think that's more than enough about me, though. To be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical of what Li Lian's true intentions are. Yeah, me too. In any event, the past doesn't matter now. I want you to help as my brother's childhood friend, not as a former Zhong Shao. I expect you to remember the core principle of the Gecko School. Violence is to be rejected, not embraced. Yeah, I remember Master Tai Long teaching us that. Why not give them a hand, then? Dr. Long Kai. You're worried, no. I think you should do as your heart desires. You're right. For the sake of an old friend, I accept your request. Thank you so much. I'm sure my brother will be thrilled. I was also hoping to finally get a spar in with Van, but it seems it just wasn't meant to be. Please, I'm more than happy to sit this one out. Maybe next time. Anyhow, please give me some time to prepare. I'll come on by once I've finished up over here. Alright, let's head back to the dojo. Let's head back to the
did you hear
dojo
something?
after we speak to him there.
Allow me
Anything
to
from the
assist.
shop? No.
Hope to see you again.
Dr. Lonkai knows what I've done, and he's kept a watchful eye on me for as long as I've been in his service. That's partially why I swore that I'd never fight again. But if it's for an old friend, I suppose I can make an exception. Just let me know when the preparations have been made.
Oh, did you heard something?
Alright, so back to the second ward, back to the dojo.
Off we go.
Off we go!
Once more.
Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, this certainly wasn't who I was expecting. It's been a while, Lilian. So, now even poor Shen Li's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. Imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I'm just glad to get the chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep lazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any sappy shit. But you're not gonna have to clear up all the stuff you threw to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. Guess running away is a bad luck. Alright, I accept your challenge, Xiaoling. Yes, that's all I want to hear. Wasn't so sure he would accept. You've got this! I'll be expecting you not to pull your punches, Xiaoling. Now let's do this. Of course.
Deploying shards.
Let's do this, Shaolin. We won't go easy.
Activating.
Blazing flash.
Yeah, oh. I was gonna let her have a turn. Anyway. We did it, Aaron. We won. Like there was never any doubt. Oof, my bones haven't seen that much action in a long time. You don't even look winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again, Shinli. Your skills sure have gone dull, though. Well, I could say the same to you. Let's just say we both did our best and leave it at that. Can we actually lose that fight? You know, I think this duel has given me a better understanding of you, Lilian. And still, I believe you to be the best choice for taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. It's what Baba wants too. I'm glad to hear you say that, Xiaoling. Really, I am. But... However, I went with however. I'm afraid I cannot honor your request, I'm sorry. However, you promised. You said if I won, you'd take over the dojo. Unfortunately, little sister, that isn't quite what I said. Besides, don't you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? Why are you so... The request was just for us to participate in the fight. Now that it's finished... screw it, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to give him a push in the right direction. Alright. Sympathize. Although I was tempted. Listen, Lilian, I know better than anyone how annoying kids can be. Especially stubborn ones like her. They usually don't listen. They can't stop sticking their nose where it doesn't belong and they just plain ruin your ragged. Hey, why the hell does it sound like you got something to say to me? Because he does. But there's a time when kids have no choice but to face the truths. When they need to be told what they don't want to see for themselves. Isn't that the best time to give them a hand? I think I see your point. Can't give you a concrete answer at the moment, but... whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. It's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, propriety. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. And Xiaoling possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Well, you say that. Not to pile on with the girly here, but I remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. Just what the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped going to the dojo? Leon, wonder why he stopped training. Your acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We've never really talked about stuff like that. I think I've kind of got an idea what happened, though. How disappointing. He's back. Heads up. Everyone all right? Yeah. I am unharmed. Swift as a demon as always. Brother, are you all right? Yes, everything's fine. Not bad. You protected the little girl too. Guess you do still carry the blood of the Gekka school. Why would you attack us like that? Because of you, my brother? The young show who ended up at Longkai Clinic, huh? Better than where our own ended up, I suppose, but not quite as satisfying. Sorry I don't live up to your expectations. Felt some kind of energy in that area. Decided to drop by. Pleased to see some familiar faces. Well, I'll be taking my leave now. Oh. Who was that? He might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his techniques were. Yeah, he's the one that's been stirring up rumors recently. The strongest Gekka practitioner there is. He's the one that Ashen told us about, the foremost fighter of the Lai family. I see. That would explain his strength. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on, though. He just shows up and leaves like nothing? That info we got from before seems suspicious now. Yeah. Didn't even try to test my strength. I don't like him. Hope I never see him again. You know, he actually trained at the dojo about a year ago. Seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him. He defeated them all with ease. Including me. So that's why you lost your nerve. Yes, when he defeated me, I felt the overwhelming gap between our abilities. It was too much for me to overcome. So you fled and became a pharmacist? But I believe I now understand the reason for our differences. Huh? Well, that's not what I expected. This doesn't mean that I'm going to return to the way of martial arts, though. However, the emptiness in my soul feels a bit more full now. Brother. Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Xiaoling, I'm sorry for leaving you with such a heavy burden. Hey! Hold on, we're not done here. Oh, that was a pretty weird interruption. So at least everything turned out alright in the end. Yeah, I'll say. We should probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future, though. Yeah. Lian. Trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now. Interesting.
That's a wrap.
Ah, Sibling Showdown, eh? Cool.
Once more.
Okay. Speak to you two now. My daughter told me what happened. My apologies for having involved you in our family affairs. I must say, however, I do agree with her. I believe it would be best for Li Lian to take over the dojo. Now, the only thing we can do now is wait to see what will become of this. Van, thanks for helping me with my brother. We didn't really get you the ending you wanted, though. It's alright, I think he was finally able to get over what happened in the past, so that counts as a win for me. Wasn't expecting that guy to show up, though. Anyway, I'll bet Li Lian's at the bathhouse by now. He always used to swing by after practice. I'll probably go check on him a bit. Thanks to you, I think my brother's finally gotten over what happened. As for where we go from here, well, I'll have to see what Baba says. Let's... Alright, Get that sorted. Let's go finish off the rounds in Newtown.
Let's be on our way.
And then we'll end the part. And then in the next part, we'll see about the next Ford SPG. I think that's probably wise. Din. Welcome to Cinema Nouvelle. We primarily show films made by Kowloon Pictures. I'd recommend checking out 3 Point Heat. It's a coming-of-age sports film starring Nina Fenley.
Allow me to assist.
Alright then, 3 Point Heat, welcome. Would you like to purchase a ticket? What's playing right now? The Return of the King. Oh. I'm intrigued. We'll go with 3 Point Heat, because it was recommended, so. How many will be watching? Ferry and Aaron. Free tickets for 3 Point Heat. That'll be 600 mirror, please. Purchase. Van headed into the theater with his company of choice, having decided to watch a movie during their work break. The story centers around the Green Hills High School basketball club. The team captain, Halil, hails from the Central East and loves basketball more than anyone. Despite their passionate guidance from the team's half-Eastern manager, Lin Fa, the school has never been known for its success in the sports. That is until a basketball-playing prodigy by the name of Evan joins and turns the team into an unstoppable powerhouse. But what they gain in athletic prowess, they lose in team spirit. Their victories were owed to Evan. I was going to say even. And now their new captain dominating all the plays. The team was effectively reduced to a one-man show. Evan mocks Halil, calling him the biggest piece of dead weight on the team, and removes him from the starting lineup. Oh no. Then comes the final game of the season, where they face up against their toughest opponent yet. Evan is unable to break through their impregnable defense, and the first half ends without Green Hill scoring a single point. The team's simmering frustration with Evan reached a boiling point. The heated arguments and accusations ignite Evan's short fuse. He attempts to storm out in a fit of rage, only to be stopped short by their normally unflappable team manager.
That's enough! No more fighting! We're a team, aren't we?
Are we? I don't see a team. Just a bunch of chumps who can't score for shit. Listen up. If any of you get your hands on the ball, pass it to me. I'll turn this game around in no time flat.
You just don't get it, Evan. How can I get this through your thick skull? You have no idea what this sport is about.
Oh, great. You're all here. I just got done talking to the coach. Hey, Evan, do you mind if I be selfish for a sec? Put me in for the second half. Please. I'm begging you.
Damn it. They're all over me. I might be able to make a pass, but is anyone even open? Huh?
Now's not the time to be calling it quits, Evan. I might not be great at this game, but I love it more than anything in the world. So I get it. I get why you're so fired up about it. Our passion burns just as bright as yours, and it won't get snuffed out here. No way in hell!
What's with that stupid grin on his... Oh, no. But that guy can't do anything right. Ah, what the hell. Go for it, Halil. Show me that you've got what it takes.
You can do it! Take it to the hole, you two!
Some good artwork there. Oh, there's... Whoa, teamwork really is important, huh? What they were doing is a little different from how we go about coordinating on the battlefield, though. If you want to be successful in team-based sports, good teamwork's a must. There's a limit to how much one person can achieve on their own. That doesn't mean you should only rely on your teammates. So what you're saying is that every player has to put their best foot forward. In that sense, good teamwork requires good individuals. Yeah. If you're grasping that concept at your age, then you're ahead of the game. You may be young in some ways, but you're wise beyond your years in others. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I thought that was going to be one of those dumb, sappy coming-of-age movies, but I'll admit, that wasn't half bad. You know, Evan kind of reminded me of how you were way back when. Way back when? Dude, we literally met less than half a year ago. Drop the half. Yes. Anyway, get that guy subscribed to the whole those who can do, those who can't teach, but that mindset only works early on. You've got to try and add some other people into the mix at some point, even if you aren't sure if they can hack it. What goes around comes around. Up the numbers of people who can get the job done, and it'll end up working in your favor someday. Triple up. Wipe that dumbass grin off your face. It's giving me proud papa vibes, and I don't like it. I was just thinking that you sounded like a real-ass leader for a sec. Started to get why your friends put so much trust in you. Yeah, well, who asked you anyway, Pops? Looks like we can get one of the commemorative brochures. Of course, we'll buy it. A 3-point heat. I should see as well, actually. To do.
Confirming your plans.
Yeah, handing over
Gotta
these.
treat myself every now and then.
Oh! Didn't realize it was for himself. Okay. CLM support.
Don't mind if I do.
Thanks a bunch, Van.
What do we get from that? Van's parameters went up. Oh, HP. Not bad. Right, let's get the rest of the rounds done. I tend to pick the cheapest and most filling meals for lunch, but eating food for its efficiency and nothing else isn't much fun. Maybe I should splurge on something a little nicer today.
Hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Lockport has to offer.
I work for a trading firm in the Liberl Kingdom. As I'm sure you can imagine, they wanted me to come do some business in Langport. But with this whole Hayaway issue, I've been having to do more information gathering than anything else. This stuff could really impact my work. This town certainly has no shortage of crazy happenings, huh? I mean, it was only last fall they had that one incident. Just notice the place of the this place is called Cypress. Cypress trees.
As you browse the finest goods Lockport has to
This is
offer.
the thing I'm expecting, by the way. Like the whole Cypress trees book. I'm expecting when we go to feeding it off of theories and stuff like that. When we go to the Sky remake, the number of trees in the Cypress tree book is going to be higher. And that's gonna that could be, for me, the only change they make in Sky remake.
Welcome.
Just, what is it, 31 Cypress trees? That's all it is
Thank you for visiting the
currently.
Department Store.
And then we go into Sky, and it's say like
We hope
51
you enjoy
Cypress
your stay
trees. It would be
as you
like,
browse the
oh
finest
my
goods
god.
Lockport has
Like,
to offer.
that'd be it. That's all they need to do. They don't need to do anything else. Just that, and we'll be like, oh my god, this is different timeline now. Ah, kind of thing. No. Whenever something's got you worried, that's when you should indulge in something tasty. It'll take your mind off it right quick. If you're in need of recommendations or want to talk cooking methods, I've been at it for over 10 years now. Feel free to ask me anything.
Oh, please take as much time as you
Pudding!
need.
Department store.
And a cookie.
I hope to see you again.
I do like a good cookie.
We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse
Welcome to the
finest
Kowloon
goods
department
Lockport
store.
has to offer.
The supply chain has been very reliable lately, so we're able to get a variety of goods from both foreign and domestic distributors. Whether it's home decor or a souvenir for your friend, you'll find whatever you need.
What would you like?
A leather belt. Got anything evasion-wise we haven't picked up?
Welcome.
Just welcome.
Stop by again sometime.
Right, so are we... No, I was going to say are we done, but there's the upstairs.
We hope
Forgot about the
you enjoy
upstairs.
your stay as you browse the finest goods Lockport has
Welcome.
to
Are you
offer.
experiencing any issues with your orbments? Feels like they break down right when you need them. That's why daily maintenance is so important.
Allow me to assist.
Ah, we're up to level 2 stuff now. Well, I'll look into that when I get the... We'll get gravity. Yeah, I'll look into this. No, I don't want to equip it. I just want to buy it.
Welcome.
But yeah, when I go off and do the
Kowloon department store.
garden in between the parts, get the stars up in the areas that we're
As you
seeing there.
browse the finest goods Lockport has to offer.
Lost Mobius. Did. And I think that's all we need for now. Let's get you sorted.
I hope to see you again.
Indeed, sir. As I'm sure you can figure from the name, this department store is owned and operated by the Kowloon Group. I was a bit worried about how yesterday's incident might affect
Thank you for
business,
visiting the Kowloon
but everything
department
seems to
store.
be the same as usual. Now then, got a hiccup then. Would you care to take home a traditional Eastern weapon as a
As you browse
souvenir?
the finest goods Lockport has to offer.
What'll it be?
I'm not going to get anything here just
Thank you.
yet. Wait, still new.
What'll it be?
Is it customized? It's customized, isn't it? Got the evasion there, though. Can't not get that for you, really.
Thank you for
It's
visiting
too
the
important.
Kowloon department store.
And again, that
We hope
takes
you
you up
enjoy
to
your stay as you
32.
browse the finest
32.
goods Lockport has to offer.
That takes you up to 34. Again, the evasion on you is very important. Because what are we
Thank
at on
you.
his evasion now, then? Let's make sure we get that. So, equipment-wise, we've now taken you to 34. Orbment. So when we boost up... Where is it? So 34... So we've got 59 evasion. Currently. We're nearly getting to level 3 on Pockle. Nearly. And we can actually get more evasion. Oh, I'm messing with my quartz, alright. Yeah, we could take that up there to 42 on that. So we got the 42. So that's 67 we're up to now. Okay, we need the AEV up as well, obviously. But we'll see what we can do. We can see what we can do. Right, so let's make sure we're done with the rounds in this area, because that's what we wanted to do. Obviously, we got over there, but that's where the main story is. Yeah. Right, so we'll end this part here, and in the next part, we'll start the rounds off in Harbor District, and then head back to the first district, first ward even, and then... Oh, there's a red one over there, actually. Should be alright to go check out the Newtown Red event then. Yeah, we'll do... Where actually was the one over here?
On my way.
Okay. Right, so... Let's leave the Newtown one till last. Out of everything. And what we'll do is we'll go over to the Harbor District. We'll view, like, the key event that's over here. Is that a submarine or something in the picture? We'll find out when we're there. But yeah, we'll go to the Harbor District, and then we'll head to the first ward, finish off the rounds at the same time as doing the 4SPG. We've also got that other event there as well. We'll have a look at that. So, we'll see you in the next part over at the Harbor District. Ta-da for now.